Welcome into KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, as we've got a fantastic non-region battle coming up for you. The American Fork Cavemen take to the road to visit the West Panthers. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Please be joined by Jeff Hansen. Jeff, look, these two teams, they've played the last couple of years. Every year it's been an AF win. But if there's a year where West can do it, it's this year. We've got a great game ahead of us tonight.
Yeah, two offenses that I am excited to see, Dane. With really two offenses, but three quarterbacks that we're going to see tonight. Camden Lopati for West, and then the duo of Nate Childs and Capono Manuela. They both play for American Fork. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've seen a lot of good offense from these two teams so far this year, and I don't expect that to change tonight.
Well, let's start with American Fork, the visitors here tonight, as they come in 2-0. Impressive wins in weeks 1 and 2 against PG and Timpview. But this is a group, they'll play two quarterbacks tonight, as they have done all year, Manuela and Childs, and that duo has been really good for Coach Bean.
It has been. You really haven't seen a whole lot of fall off with one to the other, and Coach Bean's going to continue to roll out both of those guys and use them kind of the same way. He's not going to change the offense. He's not going to change the way that he calls the game. And when you're playing with the playmakers that either one of these quarterbacks get to play with, then you're going to have success. Guys like Prince Afu and Cash Taese, really good playmakers for each of these quarterbacks.
This opening kickoff fielded at the 20. This is Bowerly looking up that right side. Couldn't get there as West comes in to make the tackle. Very little gain on that return. We will see this American Fork offense coming out for the first time tonight. And you talk about the playmakers they have. You mentioned Cash Taisi. Straight Cash is what we're going to call him all season long, because that kid, just a sophomore, had a pair of touchdown receptions in their win last week. And getting the start here tonight for this offense will be the junior Nate Childs, who has been really good. 55% completion percentage, a couple hundred yards passing this year, 3 passing touchdowns to lead the way for American Fork.
And he was great last week against Timpview, 11 of 15, 203 yards in those 3 scores.
They'll start on the ground with Prince Afu. Big hole up that right side is closed down quickly, but Afu able to get ahead for a gain of 3. And Prince Afu, we're going to call a lot of him this year. He is a big physical, but man, he is lightning quick for American Fork as well.
He does. He hits those holes really fast. Look, to stop him for 4 yards, that's been a great success. He's averaging 8.8 yards per carry so far this season.
And he busted an 89-yard run in their win last week against Timpview. Did not go for a touchdown, but it was impressive nonetheless. As a 2nd and 7 here. High snap. Child's able to get it. He'll look over the middle. The contact there, and you're going to get the flag coming in. In coverage was Darius Watson, but thought he got a hand there on Taisi, and then the feet got caught up. This will be a first down for American Fork.
Yeah, it looked like he just had his hand wrapped around the hip a little bit. Look, that's one of the things that makes Cash so difficult to defend. His quickness off the line of scrimmage is next-level quickness, even though he's just a sophomore. You look at 82 down there. He's not the biggest guy on the field, stands just about 6 feet tall. I think he's listed 150, maybe 160 pounds. But he is lightning quick, Dane, and when he gets a little bit of space to move, he is a handful for opposing corners.
Well, and he's athletic too. I mean, he had a grab last week where, I mean, his vertical, he had to jump, 2.5, 3 feet in the air to go snag one down. He's got a bright future. Just a sophomore, wearing number 82 tonight for the Cavemen. First down play, and they will go over the middle. That caught as Wilkinson there with the reception. Nice gain there, picking up about 6.
And I think that's a big thing. To get a guy like Damian Wilkinson involved early, there's going to be so much attention paid to Cash Taese, to Prince Afu, to David Dean. To have that third receiver step up early in this game and be somebody that West defense now has to mark and pay attention to, that's a big deal for this American Fork offense.
Well, I don't know if did you mention Dyson Richards?
I didn't mention him
because he's another big one.
Coming.
Yeah, he's 6'5". Wearing number 9, he's in the slot to the top of the screen here on this second down play, as they'll bring Wilkinson across the formation. Childs in the pocket looking for Taisi. That's caught. Boy, there's not a lot of room to make that throw or that catch, and yet it's Childs to Taisi as a penalty flag back in the backfield on that far sideline. Kind of an odd spot for a flag.
Yeah, weird spot for a flag. The way it came out, I felt like maybe this is some illegal motion or an illegal shift. We'll have to see what the refs say.
Well, AF's not walking this way. Sideline warning.
You know, that's a broadcaster's worst call. It's hard to predict a sideline warning.
I mean, we could have guessed. It was, 10, 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage on the opposite side. But, look, we're not that smart, Jeff.
We're not. I'm not.
I got a 23 on my ACT, so cat's out of the bag.
I think I got a 27. So there's really
find someone smart and just hang on to their coattails. That's Dane's recipe.
Just to prove the flaws of standardized testing right there.
First down. Pressure coming here from West. Childs looking deep. Has a man just overthrew Taisi. Boy, Taisi was coming in, and he was throwing kind of that vertical. Just missed on that play. Would have been 6.
Look, really interesting so far, this West defense. They're leaving number 6, Darius Watson, on an island against Cash Taisi. I think it might work. Look, the way that West defense is designed, they love to get pressure. They will bring heat. They will bring blitzes. Guys up front on the defensive line, they love to get pressure on the quarterback, and they trust their corners in that secondary to stay on an island to play man coverage.
Well, and we haven't talked about this defense, but they've got a stud up front as well in Takeshi Savory. Is Childs under pressure, lost it. That ball's on the turf, and West has it. The first turnover of the game generated on the opening drive by this West defense as the Panthers able to capitalize early.
Just as we're talking about it, like we know what we're talking about, Dane, that West defensive front, they get into the backfield, force the fumble, and there was a swarm of Panthers there ready to pick up that loose ball. That's the recipe for this West defense. They have been so good this year. Only allowed 23 points through 2 games. They get after the quarterback as well as anybody so far this year.
And now we get to see that West offense. And you mentioned it, Camden Lopati, just the junior, but what a career he's had and a career he will have. Plenty of time here for number 0, but he'll start in the shotgun here on this first down play. He'll hand off as a penalty flag in on the play. Strong carry there by Louis Hamilton. Love us some Louis.
It's hard not to love Louis when anybody's averaging 260 yards from scrimmage per game. You're gonna find a way to love that guy. Louis Hamilton has been everything.
He's their leading rusher, and he's got through 2 games 425 yards. That's pretty good. He's also their leading receiver. So they look for number 5 a lot, and was a big contributor on this group last year and back here for his senior season.
This West offense is all about big plays. Get this, Dane. Camden Lopati, he's completed 14 passes this year through 2 games. 7 of them have gone for scores.
Wow.
There are 5 guys with catches for more than 40 yards this season. This is a big play offense.
And it will stay on side there as they will run here on 1st and 15 and get back those penalty yards, maybe a couple inches more. Want to remind you the clock you see on your screen, unofficial. At times we start it early, stop it late. We do our best to keep it synced here with the official clock in Gene Pelaga Stadium. Awesome setting here with the school right behind the stadium. One of the real distinct looks.
Well, in the historic school of West High School, the first public school in Utah, 1890. I have more to say about that later today.
I cannot wait. Second down run. This is Hamilton looking left side. Nice job by those American Fork linebackers coming up, including Samuel Merton, who leads the team in tackles. Picking up a stop there, but a good carry by Hamilton. They've got 3rd and short here.
Yeah, look at the way that Louis Hamilton just gets the ball and bursts through that line of scrimmage. It does not take him long to get north and south and to hit his top speed.
We talked about this American Fork defense. They're great up front. We talked about Merton. You've got other guys in Na'a as well as Dalinofu who really kind of lead the way. The 3 guys with a hand in the dirt for this American Fork defense. 3rd and 3. And they will go right back to the ground into the teeth of AF and nowhere to go as it is that trio stepping up with a little help from Mitt Palmer as it will be a 4th down here for West.
Yeah, great play by a great stand by that American Fork defensive line. A decision time here at midfield. It does look like West is going to punt.
Would you be on alert here?
I don't know. It seems too early.
I mean, I kind of feel like you might be playing with house money here at midfield. You got a turnover on the first drive, like it's 4th and 4, maybe?
I thought they'd go for it. I don't know. A fake would surprise me. But that's the idea, is to surprise somebody, Dane.
Very rarely do you say, we're faking it. A 4th down. There's a play clock here taken down, just got it away. Punt is away. And returnable from inside his own 20. This is Michaelis looking up that right side. We'll take it to about the 22. And American Fork will come back out. Each team has had it once. Each team, well, neither team, we should say, has been able to capitalize. Second drive here for American Fork. Jeff, anything you look for them differently? How'd you feel like that first drive? What'd you see? What'd you like?
Yeah, I mean, the drive I thought was going well up until the turnover. The offensive line protected really well, and I think there's an opportunity. If they're going to leave Cash Taese in one-on-one coverage, you're going to have chances to find him downfield.
I'm interested if they'll try to establish Afu a little more, but with West bringing so many guys in the box, I get it, right? You try to go where your numbers are.
I mean, look at this defensive line.
Yeah. First down. And they will throw that out. Was intended for Dean. Missed him. Incomplete.
Yeah, it's really clear right now what West wants to do defensively. They don't want to give either one of these American Fork quarterbacks any time to look and diagnose. They are trusting this secondary to play one-on-one coverage, and they are bringing heat on every play.
We talk about how they've handled the quarterback rotation this year. Speaking of AF, it's been kind of 2 series at a time. So this is the second series for Childs. And see how the junior does with it. As again, West showing pressure up the middle. They'll bring it. They do give to Afu here, trying to get that right side. And Afu, look out. He's running across the 50, past one defender, through a second, and he will stay on his feet inside the 20. We talked about how tough this young man is to bring down, and nothing eclipses that more than that run right there from Prince Afu.
He never did go down. He just went out of bounds. Prince Afu going through contact. He hits his top speed quickly. That's the dangers when you bring heat. If you get one of those little counters and you find that window like Prince Afu did, it could go for big yards.
First down. That was a 2nd and 10 run, and it went for a good chunk. Therefore, American Fork, they're inside the 20. First time they've been in the red zone tonight.
This is about where things broke down on their opening drive.
They will go right back. Prince, he's got a lane up the left side. Turning back to the middle. And a hard hit, but he'll pick up 10 on that run. I think he's got the first.
That's what Prince Afu does. You don't average nearly 9 yards per carry without picking up some big yardage. That's 2 right back to back. That he's 2 first down runs right in a row.
That was one of the things, I talked about the first drive. I was wondering if they would establish the run more. And 2 plays back to back, and they're knocking on the doorstep here. Prince will get a well-earned break on this 1st and goal play. A little tighter formation here for the Cavemen. Play action. Childs rolling to his right, looking end zone. Tough throw, and that's intercepted. Boy, that had trouble written all over it. Heck of a play, cutting that off by Manu Tuaone, the junior, and it's the 2nd turnover of the game for American Fork.
We talk about the West offense being a big play offense. Well, so far in this game, it's been a big play defense. American Fork moving the ball well. 2 huge turnovers to flip the script. Great play by Tuaone. Look, he just stepped right in front of that route. He read that the whole way.
That was covered. There's nowhere to go on that play. That's one of those where, as a junior, you learn, hey, throw that ball away, learn to live to play another down, trying to force one in. And, boy, Tuaone was in great positioning, and he just tracked that ball down.
Yeah.
Really showed his speed there.
Really great play.
So American Fork, their 2nd turnover of the night, and it will be Lopati coming out here to start at the 20. That interception deemed a touchback. As kept here by Lopati, stood up at the line. A couple of defenders there, including JB Na'a. Talked about him. He was one of our helmet stickers winners in week 2 for his performance against Timview.
Yeah, big nose tackle, and JB Na'a listed at 6'2". He's a load in the middle of that defensive line.
Has to come off as his helmet came off on that play. 2nd and 10 now for the Panthers. This will be Lopati, nowhere to go. Stood up. Boy, a couple of defenders there, including Andrew Aaron, number 21, coming in from his safety position to get the TFL.
The big Mata Tuafanu, 6'3", 230 pounds off that defensive line, gets into the backfield. He brought the heat on that tackle. 3rd and long now for Lopati in this West offense.
Yeah, got some work to do here. This AF defense looking good early. Boy, these edges really wide here on this third down play. Lopati stepping up. He's running out of room, tucks it. We'll pick up a couple of yards before being forced out by Derek Manning. And it will bring up a fourth down here for West.
A great defensive stand. After the turnover, the change in momentum, those sudden changes that everybody talks about so much, this American Fork defense, they prove they're up to the task. They step up in a big way. Look, West went nowhere on that. That's 3 run plays, a really, really strong rushing offense. And American Fork, they stood their ground.
It was one of the things I did that American Fork Timpview game last week, Jeff, and I talked about how good this AF defense was, and early on they've played to that. As West here to punt. That punt just bobbled, but kicks away off the foot of Lapuaho. And that angle nearly touched an American Fork player, but it will go out. We have all sorts of clock issues tonight, folks. I apologize. We are working to get that remedied for you. 4:25 to go here in our first quarter. American Fork with their best field position of the evening coming up.
God, I feel like I need to catch my breath. It's 0-0. Feels like we've had nonstop action.
Yeah, it's been kind of a quick tempo here early.
It's a basketball feel to this football game.
I heard you don't do basketball, Jeff, so it certainly is not a basketball because you don't do that.
Well, it feels like it.
Okay.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong because I don't really know that much about basketball.
Well, this is where I should probably stop. First and 10 here for American Fork, starting at their 45. And starting on the ground, and that is Afu. He'll pick up a couple. As we talked about the trading at the quarterback position, is Capono Manuela, the senior, in to take this drive wearing 18 for Coach Beam.
That was a heck of a tackle on the edge by Manu Tuaone. He just had the big interception in the end zone on the drive before. If he doesn't stop Prince Afu right there by his ankles, I don't know when Prince Afu stops. That's a heck of a tackle.
It's one of the things Coach Beam talked about with his back. It's just nice to know we can give it to Prince. Try not to, wear on him too much, but he's always good for a few yards, and been that way tonight. They'll give to Afu again, looking for a lane, and still able to surge ahead for a gain of another 3, maybe 4. Maybe third and short.
Feels like 4-down territory here, so I would assume that Coach Beam's got his entire playbook available to him on a third and a long 4.
Yeah, they got to get to the 45-yard line. I'm kind of curious if maybe you run a play action here.
They're still hanging out in one-on-one coverage out here on the outside.
I mean, you got 7 guys in the box here for this West defense. Manuela will look to throw. Running out of time. He'll step up. He's got some speed. Here's Manuela inside the 30, and he'll trot out at the 26-yard line. A third down conversion for the senior quarterback.
Well, it looks like a lot of people thought the same way you did, Dane, that, hey, big play, get on your heels. Perfect time for that designed quarterback draw. Manuela, he pulls it down, and he gains about 25 yards on the carry. He had some juice when he's running the ball in the open field.
Look, I mean, we saw this team last year. Childs can run, but Manuela feels like he's got a little quicker burst to him.
Yeah.
They're both athletic, but Manuela with a big play there. 1st and 10 here for American Fork. Would love to cap off one of these drives. They'll go back on the ground here with Maddox Jensen. The senior will pick up a yard, maybe 2.
That West defensive front, I mean, these are big, important wins. When they're able to get American Fork into a 2nd and long, first, it seems like that's the only time American Fork slows down a little bit, get a chance to catch your breath. But that's where this has kind of broken down a little bit, right? As American Fork gets into the red zone, that's when we've seen these turnovers in the opening 2 drives. That's when West seems to have flexed their defensive muscles.
They need to do so here again. Speaking of this Panther defense, 2nd down. Manuela running out of room. He's got this ball tucked if he can get outside. He does, and he will get back to, he's close to that line of scrimmage. That's an impressive job saving that play. Looked like it was doomed. Actually, no, he lost 5. Just lost 2. Sorry, officials all over the field here. I'm getting confused. 2-yard loss on the run there by Manuela, but could have been much worse.
Yeah, you had Isa Lopati in the backfield for West. He has been everywhere for this West defense throughout the season. He's the team leader in sacks. He's among the team leaders in quarterback hurries. He and TK Savory, number 14, they are a menace off that West defensive line.
3rd and long here for American Fork. Manuela, quick throw, tried that screen for Taisi, but the communication there was off, and it will bring up a 4th down.
Now, tricky spot right here. It's a long field goal if you try to kick it, but it's a 4th and 9.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a 46-yarder.
Yeah, that's a long field goal.
My bad, 43.
Well, on 4th and 9, when you've got Dyson Richards for at tight end like American Fork has, on a week that Travis Kelce gets engaged, it feels like this is tight end territory for sure.
We'll find out. Is there a connection in the air on a 4th down play? We'll find out after this. We'll step aside. You're watching American Fork football on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back. 4th down for American Fork. The offense staying on the field. Here for the Cavemen. They got to get to the 15-yard line. Manuela rolling to his right. Eyes down the field. Looking, and that is caught. Was that Taisi? Yes, it was. Cash Taisi coming up with the grab as the drive continues.
Yeah, the strong hands by Cash on that play. He had a defender all over him. Manuelo puts that ball right where it needs to be. And then the strong hands from the sophomore to come down with contact, protect that ball from the ground, hold on for the 1st down. That's a huge play for the Cavemen.
As a late substitution here. They're going to reset the play clock for that. Another goal to go. Nope. Well, they've got it on the 11, but they don't have the 1st down marker. Okay, there we go. I was like, I'm all confused.
1st and goal from the 12.
1st and goal. Off, we will pick up a couple. So it was at the 12, so they can gain a 1st. Pick up a 3 there.
Now, Prince Afu, man, the way he runs is violent.
I just love, he's a great mix of patience, physicality, and speed,
and
right?
Maybe that's what it is, that patience that makes it feel like he's not going to run very fast. He might be just a big, slow bruiser, and then he hits and he goes.
He goes.
It is impressive.
2nd down. Afu to the right of Manuela. They'll look to the end zone for Taisi, and that timing disrupted. Well, it looked like that time again, Cash is kind of thinking more inside. That ball's thrown outside, just couldn't connect.
Yeah, couldn't quite connect. Really good coverage by Watson. He's drawn that assignment to be one-on-one with Cash all night long. He was right in his hip pocket on that play.
Yeah, stuck right with them. They attacked him early and got an early flag. Coaching staff was kind of talking to him. He was great on that play. See if he can do it again here on a 3rd down. 3rd and 8. Feels like Dyson Richards maybe to me here, Jeff.
Man, I'm looking. He's got the safety, Lister Falatea, on him, and Falatea has been great all season long.
Manuela stepping up, running out of time, still on his feet, and he will go down. That West defense able to get home to limit the gain for Manuela. It'll be a 4th down, and the field goal unit will come out.
Just a never-ending swarm of defensive linemen. Starts with Dieter Lotilale, number 8. He gets into the backfield. TK Savory, number 14, right after that. Manuela's able to get away from those two, but just a never-ending swarm, and then a gang of West High defensive linemen are there for the tackle. That's a big stop for this West defense.
They did have kind of Richards over the middle there, but just no time for Manuela to even think about that throw as the defensive West wins out here. 27-yard field goal up. This one is good. And American Fork strikes first as the quarter comes to a close. 3-0 Cavemen leading the Panthers. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Start of the 2nd quarter. American Fork to kick off 3-0. Dane Stewart, Jeff Hansen with you. If you're American Fork, I mean, you gotta love that you had an opportunity to finish off a drive. But if you're West, you're sitting here thinking, man, we've had that ball on our side of the 50 3 times and have only given up 3 points.
Yeah, you feel great if you're that West defense. And if you're West, I think you feel like, okay, our offense hasn't got going yet. We know we have a really strong offense. Coming out of that first quarter, I think you're pretty confident right now if you're West. But they've got to come back offensively because that American Fork defense has been
good.
all over them.
Yeah, they've got to find something to get going. Louis Hamilton had a couple nice early runs, but haven't really been able to get the ball through the air yet. And see if they can tweak that up here on this drive.
Have they attempted a pass? I know they've dropped back to pass a couple of times, but pressure's got there. Lopati's had to scramble. I don't think they've attempted a pass tonight.
I was thinking he might have tried one, but I can't think of to who it would have been, and so, yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, whether it's 0, whether it's 1, they've got to get Lopati in that passing game going a little bit. They free things up for Louis Hamilton.
Yep, agreed. As this drive will start on their own 20. Talk about AF coming in 2-0, West 2-0 as well. Wins over Timpview and Timpanogos. Both decisive for the Panthers in the early going of this 2025 season. Lopati looking. He's running out of room. We'll flip this up. Caught by Hamilton. Boy, it may not be how you designed it, but Louis Hamilton comes up with the grab anyway.
Now, just throw it up to Louis. He'll come down with it. Great play on the broken play when the play design wasn't there. Good coverage by AF. Great play by Hamilton and Lopati to make something work. But really the best single play that we've seen from this West offensive line on that play.
First down here is... Talk about Louis Hamilton. He does a lot for this team. King Long, a senior, he's been good for this West offense as well. One of their top receivers. He was lined up nicely at the top of the screen. Wide open, and this caught across the 50. It's Darren Drake Dixon with the catch for West. But a penalty flag here at midfield. Does not have the home side happy.
Oh, man, is it an ineligible? Somebody leaked downfield a little early?
I'll tell you this, AF is fortunate. Dixon was wide open. There was no one within 8 yards of him. Boy, a personal foul.
And a dead ball personal foul. So we're going to have some discussions about where to spot this
one.
Well,
so that play will be complete.
Correct.
And then they'll take off the yardage from there. Now, they don't move the sticks until all this is sorted out. So I think you might have a 1st and 3. 1st and 4?
First and, we'll call it 1st and 4. The ever popular 1st and 4.
We love, oh, my bad. No, I'm incorrect. My bad.
Okay. Well, I would have liked to see a 1st and 4.
It would have been cool.
There's
still time.
It's okay.
Still time. Here's designed run. Lopati able to get up, still on his feet. Good physical run there from the junior signal caller up to the 44.
And that's the part when you see the Illinois commit, Camden Lopati, you look at the pass numbers, had 3,000 passing yards last year. You kind of forget that he's a really dynamic runner, and he has been on full display this year as a runner. He's a weapon back there for sure.
To speak of the chains, if I recall correctly, I think there's no more automatic first downs. It's all about where the chains were and where the ball ends up. So I think because that play is completed and then it's a dead ball, that's why it was a first down and not a 1st and 4. So my apologies there. Still early in the year. We're getting kind of back in football mode. Carry here, up the middle, first down. Still on his feet. Boy, how about this carry? No give up there from Louis Hamilton. We talked about Offu being tough to bring down. Louis with some toughness of his own.
And some great blocking on the interior of that offensive line. Number 54, just a freshman, Kitione Vakalahi, led the way, kept Louis Hamilton on his feet.
First down, West across the 50 for the first time tonight.
They pause. Talk about Vakalahi. Utah fans may recognize that name. Older brother Dallas, defensive lineman up at the U. The Vakalahi name continues at West with a true freshman. God, he looked good on that play.
Lopati going to throw back screen. Hamilton, he's got some room, but brought down. Boy, that is a big saving tackle by Luke Broadbent. because there was all sorts of space in front for Louis.
That's a huge play by Luke Broadbent. The American Fork defense, they read that screenplay, and there was 3 or 4 guys, Dan, that almost made a play. Broadbent came down, made a great play on that tackle, because you're right. Hamilton had a lot of green, and he had blockers ahead of him.
That's right. We got it all for you this evening. Make sure to swing by. Grab your
Second down here.
Lopati is throwing the ball more this drive, and now the West offense starting to move.
He'll run it here. Gets pushed outside. Going to be near that first down. Think he might be just short.
Ocean Bishop forces him out of bounds. Anytime you get to highlight a guy named Ocean, I'm all in. Number 15. That's a great name. Honestly, I'm a little upset that my parents didn't name me Ocean. As I'm sitting here and I say it out loud and I hear it, Ocean Hansen, I think I could have pulled it off.
Definitely. I mean,
Jeff just sounds like a noise.
a good carry up the middle there. That'll be a first down for Louis Hamilton. I mean, you're sporting the lei tonight, right? It would work, Jeff.
I think so. Look, we love West High School.
I do love West High School.
They came, they bring us the lei, they treat us like royalty when we're here. This is great.
We're indoors.
We are indoors. Yeah, the oldest public high school. Did you know West High School was critical in Utah becoming a state?
I did not know that.
Yeah, the union back then, they said, hey, Utah, if you want to be a state, you got to have a public school system. Here comes West High School.
Lopati. A lot of time here. And that pass incomplete. That hit off the turf. As was intended for Dixon. Well, how about that? I'd never heard that. That's great.
Yeah. So West opens up in 1890. They win their first state championship in 1893.
Well, do you know the program with the most state championships?
West High School.
Sure is.
That's the one. A lot of state championships in the early going. But yeah, so West, public school. East opens up a couple of years later. 1896, Utah becomes a state. West is a big part of it. Here's the building here today. A little history for you.
It is still like one of the older schools, probably the oldest still in use, isn't it?
I think it is,
you said it was the first, so obviously.
I think it is.
Look, that's an Idaho education for you right there, folks. I mean, we can't make it any more clear than that.
If you're the first, then you're probably
the oldest. Let's stay here for more of this, shall we?
Okay, yeah.
In case you find this conversation riveting, which you should, just a reminder at the end of the game, Jeff's going to choose some helmet stickers. So
Absolutely.
He's going to give out a helmet sticker for player performance. So more than just an undefeated record on the line tonight, more than just, KSL Game of the Week, there's also the chance for the Tab Bank helmet sticker.
Which is a big deal. The illustrious Tab Bank helmet sticker. Tab Bank, proud sponsor of KSL Rewind. We're glad that they're here. Check them out, tabbank.com. The Tab Spend debit account. Earn 3.5% APY interest. Earn 1% cash back on all of your card transactions. And it's completely free. There's no fees on this account. I don't know why. If you have a checking account, I don't know why you're not banking at Tab Bank.
It's a big deal. Member FDIC. Want to thank Tab Bank for their sponsorship of KSL Sports Rewind. 2nd and 10 here for West coming out of the timeout. Each team now with 2 remaining. They'll go to the ground. Hamilton, he's got some room on that left side. Louis inside the 20, shaking off one tackler. There's a flag coming back here near the line of scrimmage. This one coming back as well.
This one will come back. Boy, 29, Lincoln Miller for American Fork. There is not very many people in the state that I want to be one-on-one and open field with, but Louis Hamilton might top the list of the guys I least want to see. Number 29 did a great job of slowing Louis Hamilton down just enough to let the rest of that AF defense get there.
Boy, one of those where that's a penalty you don't need to take, right? I mean, that whole left side is open with Louis speeding. Get out there. Going to back him up here. It'll be 2nd and 16 now for West.
It's tough.
Get some momentum going. And
number 10, Jackson Tawala comes in, lined up in the slot. Haven't seen a lot of him on offense yet tonight.
He's a stud. Lopati looking for room. Trying to get outside. Another flag coming in here. Back-to-back plays here where West going the wrong direction.
Some of the difficulty when your quarterback scrambles as much as Lopati does, as an offensive lineman, if you're in pass protection, you've got to be able to feel when your quarterback is leaving the pocket and running. Those defensive linemen are going to try to run with him. You've got to let him go. That's a tough skill to learn, especially when a guy like Lopati, he moves around a lot in the pocket and throws it. So you want to keep holding on to that guy. Don't let your defender get back. It's tough.
And even there, I thought that looked like that was mostly a read by Lopati, knowing, I got a whole bunch of room. I can make a play here on a 2nd and 16. Line's not necessarily cued into that, to your point, right? They're thinking something else. And now it's 2nd and 21. Nope, 26, my bad. And nowhere to go there is Dallin Afu coming up to make the stop. Big play there by the junior defensive end.
Yeah, great play by Dallin Afu to come from that weak side, get the tackle. Sets up a 3rd and, I think, do we just call this 3rd and forever?
3rd and 25.
Not quite forever.
It'll work.
3rd and 30 you would have agreed, but 25.
Yeah, I mean,
That's fair.
You got to have boundaries, Jeff.
That's fair. Everybody's got standards.
It is a long way to go. They've got to get to the 22. Pressure coming off the edge. Lopati steps up, running out of room, trying to shed it. He will not. He'll go down. And the man who came on the pressure finally able to get there for American Fork. I think it was Bean, and it'll be 4th down.
God, what a stand. I mean, the West offense finally finds some momentum. A couple holding penalties bring them back. Great stand for the AF defense. Going to force a punt on a 4th and 30. That's a big win for that AF defense.
Yes, it is. West was moving the ball, looked really strong, got right near that red zone, and the penalties led to their undoing on that drive. This kick away. Boy, that one is muffed. Loose ball on the field. I think West has it. I thought West jumped on it. Did American Fork get there? Wow. There were 3 Panthers around that football. I'm shocked.
Talon Willardson comes down with the fumble recovery. There was a lot of red jerseys, and somehow number 38 snuck his way in there and comes away with the football.
That is a big-time play, and that punt was a tough one to field. You kind of had your blockers right in that same area where that ball was coming down. Unfortunately, it wasn't their 3rd turnover of the game. Manuela coming out here for American Fork. They'll give. Afu looking left side, trying to turn back to that middle. He'll pick up 3.
I mean, but that's the subtle hidden yards of a game. He's hitting the backfield, Dan, and he still is able to bully his way for 3 yards. I mean, Prince Afu just is so physical.
This is going to be a war of attrition, right? I mean, they want to kind of run the ball, be physical up front. If West can stay physical up front and can match that, they're in a great position tonight. They'll give to Afu again. Afu still keeping those legs moving. He's got the 1st down and more. I mean, Afu's met right near the line of scrimmage for initial contact, and he'll pick up 10 after that.
Yeah, contact just means nothing for Prince Afu. He just keeps going. Early adjustment on this defensive drive for West. They're not bringing as many people. They're not stacking the box with 7-8 guys. Kind of giving some run looks, and that's where Prince Afu does his best.
Which is interesting to me. AF they've looked downfield. They haven't been able to complete downfield yet. 1st down, they'll give to Prince again. Trying to get outside, and Prince still on his feet. He'll pick up 10 yards there. He should have been brought down to the line of scrimmage.
Man, every time he's touched the ball, he's been touched behind the line of scrimmage. Initial contact comes behind the line of scrimmage. He's got 30 yards after contact on this drive alone. Just a physical runner.
I mean, he is very unique. Good asset to have for American Fork. As Manuela looking to the sideline here for this 1st down call.
West showing pressure coming up the middle.
Maybe dial one up or run it. That time, Jensen picks up just a pair.
The way that this West defense is designed, they've got to get pressure on the quarterback. You got to obviously play well against the run. They want to get pressure. They've got so many pass rushers in the front seven of this defense. But when the running game is going like this, those pass rushers, they've got to hold back just a beat. They've got to get into that tackle-ready position. Did a much better job on first down.
Taisi in motion. They'll give again. Jensen looking left side. Good carry here for Madden as he's up. Gain of about 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, sets up a 3rd and medium, right where you want to be as an offense. If you've got a 3rd 4, 3rd and 5, you're feeling pretty good. And this is kind of that midfield, maybe 4-down territory for AF.
It's about that time.
Got to get to the 39 here. Plenty of time on the play clock.
Make some noise for our defense.
Down to 5. Taisi across again. Designed run. Manuela trying to find a seam. He's got it. First down for Capono Manuela. How about a 10-yard run for the quarterback on a 3rd down?
Oh, really patient running. He let his blockers get there, let things develop. That was a run. That first down was earned because of Capono Manuela's patience as a runner. Once those blockers got there and he saw that seam, then he hit it hard, goes for 10.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was going to get it initially. It looked like West had it well defended, but able to just find a seam and turn it up the sideline.
It's been all running plays so far. Now they bring Prince Afu back. Do you take a little play-action shot?
You've got Dean to the bottom of the formation. And Beam across. They'll run. Afu straight ahead. He'll pick up a hard-earned 5 yards. Just 4.
I love the way he runs. I love watching you could even see on that play, it only goes for 4, but his patience behind the line of scrimmage, he wants the contact, he doesn't shy away from it, and he is a fun running back to watch.
He really is. Still a loaded box for this West D. 2nd down. They'll take a shot, looking for Taisi down the sideline, in the air, incomplete. Boy, the coverage there long enough by Justice Reed, the senior DB, able to make that catch difficult for Cash Taisi.
Now, there's the shot. We knew it was coming at some point with that many running plays in a row and that much success. This time Manuelo pulls it. But, Justice Reed with the green gloves out there. Looks great in coverage.
It's 3rd down.
And now we'll bring up a 3rd down here for American Fork.
This is a big one.
Afu in the backfield. They'll fake it. Looking for Dean, and that is incomplete. And a flag coming in from the back judge. Pass interference the call. It'll be a 1st down for American Fork.
That's tough. I mean, that just hurts momentum. That's a tough. You feel like you get that 3rd down stop, and then the flag comes in.
Now, one of the things, and I have to talk about this with officials every year because I'm still figuring out, it does not have to be a catchable ball. So you can say he was going to come down out of bounds. That doesn't matter in high school. So if there's contact there before, it prevents the receiver from having an opportunity to make the play, that's the call.
One of the subtle differences about that high school rule, there is no catchable ball at all.
So they're inside the red zone here on a 1st and 10. Speaking of American Fork. Manuela stepping up, running out of time. Still on his feet. Capono bounce to the outside, down the sideline, and is he in? No, he stepped out at the 5. A great run by Manuela, and it will be 1st and goal here for the Cavemen.
And Manuela, he is quick in the pocket. I thought he was going to get sacked on that play, Dane, and he's able to evade that pressure, find a little crease, get upfield quickly.
Yeah, shifty.
He's
there,
shifty.
right?
He's just so quick. Yeah, he's tough. He's tough to bring down.
Talk about Childs, a junior, Manuela, a senior. And both quarterbacks moved the ball tonight. It's just the turnovers there kind of bit them early. As a 1st and goal here, Manuela under center for a rare occasion. He'll give to Afu, and Prince, looking up the middle there, will pick up a pair.
Yeah, not very many one wide receiver sets in 2025. That sure felt like a Prince Afu formation for sure.
Either that or like a naked bootleg, right?
Yeah.
Which you don't see a lot of those either.
Not a lot of that anymore. Bring it back.
You know, Randall Cunningham in Tecmo Bowl was fantastic at that play. 90 seconds to go here in the half. They'll play action here. Manuela looking end zone, throws to the back. Taisi out of bounds. Could not get that back foot in as that throw kind of led him out of bounds, and it will bring up a 3rd and goal.
Yeah, really well covered once again. Justice Reed and Manatua One's back there, and they knew where the sideline was. I mean, they played that really, really well. And they learned from that 3rd down on that penalty that, hey, look, if he's out of bounds, don't go get him. Don't risk that flag. Let him be out of bounds.
We don't have replay going tonight, but I'll tell you the last couple of passing plays, West has been step for step with these AF receivers. There really has not been a lot of room to try to fit in some of those tough throws. How about this formation? A big man formation here for the Cavemen. Grab the club. Afu trying to surge ahead. He's going to be short.
That's a big stand.
Boy, what do you do here, Jeff?
If you run it right back, that same big man formation, if you've got Prince Afu and his 9 yards per carry this year.
They're trying to hurry here, too, and we're going to get a timeout taken by West. I think this is a good call by Coach Solovi. You want to get that defense rested, make sure you got all your gaps covered, because I think everyone knows what's happening.
Everyone knows what's coming. You want to make sure you've got your size up front. Everyone knows what's happening on 4th and 1 from the goal line. This is a big moment in this game. Just a minute left before halftime. If AF punches this into the end zone to go up 2 scores, that's tough.
Well, and again, we talk about how much AF is driven tonight. I mean, if you get to halftime with a 3-0 deficit if you're West, I mean, talk about a half that could have been so much worse if you're a West fan, right? But if AF is able to go down and kind of punch this in, the way they've done it physically, running the football, sends a message. We mentioned this game, American Fork. We're streaming it all year here on KSL Sports Rewind. We want to thank our sponsors of American Fork that make that possible, including Big O Tire and American Fork, Chick-fil-A, and Cowie Construction. Thank you so much for sponsoring American Fork football here on the Rewind Sports Network. Could not do it without them. If you're in American Fork, support our sponsors that make this stream possible here on KSLSports.com. 4th and goal. This is about 1.5 yards out. And it is, I'm going to call this the club formation. I like that.
I like that too.
You've got JB and Na'a in the middle of that trio in the backfield. They'll give it to, that's to 20, and it's into the end zone. It's Luke Broadbent for the touchdown for American Fork.
And everybody's eyes on number 10. A great play design and a great play call. Little misdirection goes to Luke Broadbent. He had that great tackle on the drive before. He gets rewarded with a big touchdown, chance to carry it in for 6.
On a 4th down. You don't go to, the headliner. You go to Broadbent, who is plenty physical in his own right, but he just follows JB and Na'a right into the end zone. Great play to cap it off.
Coming into that carry, Dane, Luke Broadbent, 1 carry on the year for 0 yards. Now he's got 2 carries for 1 yard and a score. It's a huge scary.
I mean, that's pretty efficient.
It's not bad.
Right? I mean, that might be a candidate for our most efficient play of the game. We don't have that, but shoot, we might tonight.
But we might now.
We might.
An MVP didn't exist until it did. That's how that works, I think.
That's a great point. Oh, 10-0 American Fork. How about that drive, Jeff? And doing it on the ground, just run, 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 run.
Yeah, and it sets so much up when you have that much success running the ball. With the way that these wide receivers, the playmakers that they've got, West has to worry about that. They've got to get prepared for that play action, that deep ball. But when you're running like that, you have no choice but to sneak up to the line of scrimmage.
West just one timeout left. And remember, West will receive the ball to start the second half. They kicked off to start the game tonight. So, I mean, if you can find a way to get some points here, you get the ball to start the second half. I mean, you get this game, you could be in front of this game.
You absolutely could. And look, this West offense, we've talked about it. 5 guys have catches of 40 or more yards. 3 guys have runs of 40 or more yards. It's a big play offense. We've got 55 seconds on the clock. That's enough time for an offense like this to go down and make something happen.
Expect this kick in the end zone. I don't think AF wants a return here, and they will not give one as that is 7 yards deep. So out comes Lopati. We talked about, have not really seen them throw a lot tonight. I mean, a couple times they've completed passes, had a couple flags, have negated it. Are you aggressive here if you're West through the air?
I think they're going to want to be down 10-0. They don't want to go down 2 scores. They want to be able to score here and try to make something happen. Look, I think that's just what this West offense's DNA is. They are a big play offense. I think they try to be aggressive.
West kind of AF in a 3-3-5 look here. And they'll back up. Lopati to keep it. He's got some room. Lopati still on his feet. He's got the first down and more. As a late flag coming in here. AF comes away with the football, but they're going to call Lopati down. I think that's the right call. But again, there was a flag here. It would be a first down.
Came in from the back, Judge.
Yeah, so generally that's, I mean, given kind of where it was, it wouldn't shock me if it's like a face mask or maybe a hands to the face late.
There was a lot of contact on that hit, and I don't know if it got up into the head and neck area and there's something there.
Well, West is
backing up.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
They were just talking.
They were just tricking us. That's all.
It is on American Fork. You called it, Jeff. Contact to the head there by American Fork will tack on another 15 yards, and just like that, West near midfield.
And when you have these explosive weapons that West has, that extra 15 yards, that's a big deal.
Makes a big difference. Lopati on first down. Pressure coming. He'll dump it off. And Louis will step out of bounds. Heady play there by Louis Hamilton.
Yeah, great play. Look, the way that Lopati, he felt the pressure. He didn't let himself drift too much. That's where those holding calls came in. He evaded the pressure just enough to find his release valve, and Louis Hamilton, who wisely gets out of bounds.
Picked up 4 yards in just 5 seconds.
41 seconds remaining in the first half.
Hamilton in the backfield here for West. Running away from where that pressure was coming, and Lopati will run out, forced out there by Bowerly.
Oh. Some, I guess, activity on the sideline. I don't know what to call that. Looked like a coach got taken out. Looks like he's okay.
Yeah, the home side was calling for a flag, and I had looked elsewhere, so I didn't quite see what had happened, but I did see a coach was down, and he got up. He was having a conversation with the official.
Probably just asking him how his day was.
I'm sure that's it.
See if he had a good day at the office.
Hey, you going to dinner afterward?
Yeah. Crown Burger?
Fries on me. 3rd and 5 here for the Panthers. Set out to Hamilton. Good blocking downfield as Hamilton gets out of bounds on the play, so picks up the first, stops the clock, and Vainuku helped free that up for him.
No, and I want to highlight Vainuku on that play. His ability to let that block go. I mean, it was close to a holding call, but he lets the block go. The refs let them play. Really well done by number 4 to not block to the point that you're holding. That was well done.
First down for West. Panthers on the move here. Empty backfield for Camden. Lopati running around, trying to buy more time. Just a three-man rush here for American Fork. Afu trying to force him out of bounds, and Lopati ran a lot. Took off, about 12 seconds, and it'll be a second down here.
One of those tricky plays when you're a big play guy like Lopati is, you have a tendency to scramble, look for those things downfield. With the clock situation where it's at now, just 19 seconds left on our official clock here in the stadium, you probably want to get rid of that ball a little bit quicker, live to see second down. A lot of time goes off the clock.
Yep. And good chase there by Dallin Afu. Came from the near side all the way across, trying to force him out as we'll get a timeout here taken by American Fork. Coach Beam wanted to make sure his defense is ready here for the end of this half. American Fork leading West 10-0 here on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Now that timeout, AF showing a little pressure here on this second down. Actually bring it from the corner. Lopati stepping up. That throw, did he get a foot down? Yes, he did. What a catch made up that far line. No. That was intercepted.
Oh my gosh.
What? I thought Long came down with the ball. Did I miss something?
I was with you. I thought Long came down with that. I don't know who. I mean, huge play. Clearly, we were wrong.
I thought Long came down with that far side. Is a little bit in the shadow. I obviously missed that. So the first turnover of the game for West with 14 seconds left. And American Fork, that defense making the stop here late in the half.
Yeah, big play by AF, and I assume, that looks like AF take a knee. They're going to be happy to have a 10-0 lead in the locker room.
So American Fork, West gave up that touchdown, 55 seconds left. They start driving, and American Fork, and I feel bad, we don't even have the player. We'll get it, but what a stop for American Fork as they will take a 10-0 lead into the locker room here at the break. Cavemen leading the Panthers. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Austin Strong, CEO of Tab Bank. As a former high school athlete in the state of Utah, I recognize how big of a role high school sports can play in developing student athletes' lives, even outside of the sports they play. For me, high school sports taught me how to work as a team, how to lead through adversity, how to share success, and how to face all challenges. While I didn't become a professional athlete, it was these skills that gave me a head start in life after my high school career was over. That's why Tab Bank is proud to sponsor KSL Sports Rewind's mission to highlight and promote student athletes and the communities in which they play. As a proud Bonneville Laker, I know the importance of the role a community plays in the success of a team, and I wanted to create a banking environment that gave our customers that Friday Night Lights feeling of community and togetherness. Our goal is to provide you a premium banking experience that will help aid you to accomplish any goal that you have in your life. We believe that whether you are a heavy favorite or the battle-tested underdog, Tab Bank can provide you a winning game plan for any of your financial needs.
Getting ready to start our second half. Dane Stewart, Jeff Hansen with you. 10-0 American Fork leading West. Jeff, interesting first half. We saw both quarterbacks for AF go. Manuela able to finish off drives. West had that last drive going. I mean, if you're West going in the locker room, you have that drive going, you throw the interception. How do you try to get this group kind of refocused, ready to go in this second half, knowing they get the ball to start?
Well, they've had the most success when they have put the ball in the air. And that goes a little bit against what West has done this season. You've relied so heavily on Louis Hamilton in that ground game. But the AF defensive front has played really, really well. That Louis Hamilton has been, for the most part, at least by his standards, bottled up by AF. So I think you've got to put the ball in the air. You've got to let Camden Lopati make this happen. But you got to protect the football, right? I mean, that's what this comes down to. But that's where West has had some success, so I'm anxious to see if they try to spread things out, bring some 4 or 5 wide receiver looks, and let Camden Lopati, the Illinois commit, do his thing at quarterback.
I saw AF last week, so this is not a stunner to me. What has stood out most to you about what we've seen from American Fork in the first half?
It's been how physical they've been up front. When you think of American Fork football, I generally don't think big, tough defensive line play, tough in the trenches. They have been. It's probably a mistake on my part not to think that. But I think playmakers. I think Cash Taese. I think Dyson Richard. I think the weapons. But they have been so good up front on both sides of the ball. And I think that's the difference in the game.
It'll be interesting this second half. Anything you're looking for in this second half from either side, Jeff? Any tweaks or changes?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it feels like AF offensively, they have been setting up that big play all game long with the way that Prince Afu's been able to run the football. And then I'm looking for Camden Lopati, that he's got to find some rhythm. Stack good play after good play. He's got the talent. The West offense has the weapons. Can they put consecutive good plays together?
We are ready to start this second half. AF will kick off to the Panthers. 10-0 lead for the Cavemen as our second half underway. This kick returnable, I think for the first time for West tonight maybe. As a return here by Falatea, looking up the left side, turning back towards the middle. Some shiftiness there, brought down at the 28. So chance to see this West offense here this first drive in the second half. Jeff, we talked about how physical this American Fork defense has been. Louis Hamilton, you mentioned it, over 200 yards rushing per game coming into this one through the first 2 weeks. He's been bottled up. How do you free him up in the second half?
Yeah, just the way that the American Fork front has played, it's a little bit backwards from what broadcasters generally say, where you run to set up the pass. It feels like West needs to pass to set up the run to free up some running lanes for Louis Hamilton.
It'll be Hamilton to the right of Lopati here to start this drive, and they will give to Louis. Trying to find a lane. Boy, nice shiftiness there. Hamilton still on his feet, stretching out. He'll pick up 10 yards. They'll give him the first down there. Good run there by Hamilton.
Great run by Hamilton. Just as we say, obviously you've got to run to set up the pass, like we predicted. Look, Louis Hamilton, he gets shifty. Great play by Corbin Bowerly to come down from that safety spot and make a tackle. But Louis Hamilton goes for a first down.
AF was very deliberate about running the ball in that second quarter. West coming out deliberate here these first couple plays as Hamilton, his progress will get him a gain of 2.
Big number 55, Mitt Palmer in on the stop. Just runs right into the teeth of that defensive front. They've played really well in the front 6, front 7 for this AF defense.
There's a lot of juniors up front for American Fork as well on that line and that linebacking core. As they'll run a little fly sweep here. This is Dixon trying to get outside. Dixon with the first down run for West.
Derendrick Dixon, he had the big pass play that was called back earlier. He's shifty. He's a weapon. Just a junior, 5'8", 165. I love the way that they get him involved on that little sweep action. If you could find more ways to get him involved, some of these other playmakers have got to step up for the West offense. Dixon might be that guy.
I feel like, Coach Solovey here at West, he's done a great job mixing it up offensively. We haven't seen a lot of variety to the game offensively for West tonight. I love that little sweep. See if that can free some stuff up. Here's Lopati. He'll get to the line. Nothing more there as Merton in on the tackle. Mitt Palmer in on the tackle, as was Broadbent.
Really quick play from the linebackers. I love to see Mitt Palmer, number 55. Wearing number 55 and playing Mike linebacker.
And how about that face mask? Like, he looks like a linebacker, doesn't he?
That's an old Rob Morris look.
He needs the neck roll, and it's complete.
Absolutely.
Second down. Oh, movement up front. The penalties for West have not been their friends, as this one will back them up. Rather than a 2nd and 10, it'll be 2nd and 15.
Just inopportune times for these penalties. But look, I feel for number 52, Miller Carter there. He's been dealing with Dallin Afu off the edge all night long.
He's done a great job.
He's done a phenomenal job. Dallin Afu's a fantastic player. He's a load every single snap. Offensive linemen will talk about it, that, hey, a defensive lineman can miss an assignment once a drive and nobody notices, but you miss an assignment once as a left tackle in a game and it goes for a sack, and everybody notices.
And now we've got a timeout here going to be taken by West. Look, Jeff, you gave me a little trivia in the first half. It was more like a fun fact, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask you, are you movie buff? You movie guy?
I am a movie buff in a very specific Jeff genre of movies.
Okay.
And I say the Jeff genre because I don't know how to describe it.
I don't know if this will scratch the Jeff itch or not, but there's a building here in downtown Salt Lake which you can kind of see, and it's dusk here, so you can't quite see. We have our own version of the Ghostbusters building.
Oh.
Have you ever noticed that building? Kind of looks a little bit like
Yeah, kind of
original 1984.
Yeah, I see it a little bit.
Yeah.
What building is that?
I have no clue what that building is.
Okay. The Ghostbuster building.
It's the Ghostbuster building right here in Salt Lake.
Look at that.
Made of selenium. Or whatever that metal was. 2nd and 15 here. West coming out of this timeout.
And one more notable score that you might be interested in at halftime.
Of course, want to remind you can catch us on KSLSports.com every week. Join Jeff and I as we'll have our 5 burning questions. We'll have our helmet stickers. We'll have our picks video. We got all sorts of content coming out. Every day there's something coming out on KSLSports.com. Join us online or on social media as we keep you up to speed with all the happenings with your favorite teams here in the state of Utah. 2nd down. Bunch here to the bottom. A little trickeration. No, they're going to go deep. Wide open down the field. Caught. And it's a touchdown for the Panthers. Jackson Tawala as that AF defense bit up. And it bit them.
Great play design by West. It's set up perfectly. Camden Lopati does a phenomenal job of selling the fake. You can see that coverage breaking down in real time as the defender bites on the sweep action, leaving Jackson Tawala. There wasn't a guy within 15 yards of him. All Camden Lopati has to do, lob it downfield, let Tawala come down with it to get West right back into this game.
Yeah, I mean, that was one where that ball, you don't have to get velocity behind it. You can really just, oh boy, what a burst up the middle. That is blocked by Afu. Wow, right up the gut. And Dallin Afu was having none of it, blocks the PAT, but man, such a great offensive play there for West. Love the design, Tawala all alone, and Lopati able to dial it up. West with that critical score to come out in the second half, get on the board, Jeff.
Yeah, that's exactly what West needed to do. I wondered if that PAT, West is 10 of 12 on PATs this year, so it's been a little bit of a problem for them. It goes without saying, but look, the difference between a 3-point and a 4-point game, we might want to remember this moment in the fourth quarter.
Maybe.
And if we don't want to remember it, we won't, and then we'll never remember that I said anything. I win either way.
It is truly a win-win for you, Jeff. AF set to receive this kick, and be interesting to see this second half who they go with. Childs had the early turnovers. Manuela had his drives in the second quarter. We'll see.
They both moved the football.
They did.
And to your point, it was the turnovers for Childs. I'm curious, in this 2 possessions on, 2 possessions off, Childs came in to take the knee before half. Does that count as a possession?
That's a great question. It looks like Manuela's kind of around the offense as this one squibbed and picked up at the 23. Look out. Little reversal here. Still on his feet. Nice return as AF going to come out near midfield. There's a crafty return here from Bowerly.
That little squib kick looked like it could be trouble. Bowerly reverses field, able to give American Fork fantastic starting field position here at about midfield at the AF 40, call it 47-yard line.
And it is Childs who will get this drive for American Fork. And look, I know the turnovers, had the fumble, had the interception. I like not overreacting to a couple of drives saying, hey, we got confidence in you, right? They did move the ball well. And so Childs here to start this second half. He will give on first down. This is Prince Afu finding some room, able to gain a pair.
And I'm looking at this West defensive front. They've got to get Afu down at first contact. They've been there. They've been in the right position so many different times. But Afu just such a physical runner. He's able to evade contact and keep going. Got to find a way to bring him down early.
Yeah, injury stoppage here is, it looked like Sumita Spencer Mafi was trying to come off, the senior, and recognized he would not be able to do so. So they will come out, have a look at him. We will take a quick break, be back. Injury timeout here at West High School. Welcome back. Mafi was able to jog off. Good sight for the West fans here.
Going to have Cash and one-on-one coverage again.
Here's Childs. He's looking over the middle for Dean. That's knocked away. Great defensive play made there by this West secondary. That was Justice Reed coming up with a deflection.
Flag comes in late, well after the whistle. I don't know if there was some taunting, some jawing back and forth, but that was well after the play was over.
Looks like it's not going to favor the home side. Yeah, the unsportsmanlike there, Jeff.
You know, and those penalties never feel good, but it's been at inopportune times that West has picked up these 15-yarders.
You would have had a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. Instead, it's first down. AF now driving. You know, you think back, you had the pass interference after a 3rd down stop. Had some holding calls after a big play to set you up in the red zone. It's been inopportune times for big penalties.
Childs here on first down. This West secondary has been good.
They
have made it really hard to get throws down the field. And they will hand off on first down. Afu looking at the right side, kind of got held up there and stood up after a gain of 2.
And that right there, I mean, that's what West wants to do every single play. You saw Afu get contacted. He bounced off, but then the swarm of tacklers came. He wasn't able to gain those additional yards, even though he broke that initial tackle.
And that's where, I mean, if you're West, if you can just, it's okay to just contact him and kind of stall him a little bit and wait for reinforcements, right?
Yeah, you've got to gain tackle. Everybody's got to be hyper aware of where the ball is, and they've got to go get it. They can't just, you can't take a play off and assume somebody else is going to make a tackle when you have a guy like Prince Afu in the backfield. Everybody's got to go to the ball.
And we've got whistles here to delay timeout. That play clock was trickling down. Coach Beam going to take his first timeout here of this second half. We'll step aside, be back here at West High School. Welcome back here. 8 minutes to play, third quarter. Dane Stewart, Jeff Hansen with you.
It's good to be back.
It is good to be back.
It's good to be back. This is a big play.
Week 3, is it? Huge play. Where are you going here, Jeff?
I don't know. I think I'm going to Prince Afu.
Are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Look at how many guys are in the box here for West. I mean, they just continue to dare AF to throw the football. They will give to Afu. He's trying to get outside. There's nowhere to go. That West defense was ready on the edge. A number of Panthers there, including Isa Lopati, we've called his name a couple times tonight.
Yeah, West did a fantastic job on that play, stringing that play out. Again, everybody got their eyes on the football. When you see number 10 has it, everybody go to the ball. Really well done. And here we are in 3rd and long once again.
Panther Nation, it's 3rd down.
Got to get to the 26-yard line. Childs here surveying, trips to the bottom of the formation. Looking. Top side, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Dean. Miscommunication will bring up a 4th down.
And I would imagine AF, it looks like they are, they're going to keep the quarterback on the field. Kind of a no man's land, long field goal, weird punt spot. I don't know if AF does that. I mean, but this is a spot where you'll see that kind of squib punt. Yeah, the little quick kick.
It's fascinating. We talk about these two teams. They haven't played a ton. Their whole history, they've only played 9 times.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
That's crazy.
But the last several have been AF dominated. We're talking like 40-20, 40-15. It's very low scoring. And a 4th down try here for the Cavemen. They're going to go. Childs looking over the middle, and that one overthrown. Was trying to find Dyson Richards. Led him too far, and American Fork turns it over on downs.
Great job by Jackson Tawala as the safety just had the big touchdown reception and the drive before. Right there, he draws the assignment. A big Dyson Richards coming down the middle. Does a fantastic job of ball hawking without contact. No flags on that play. Big turnover on downs for West. Well, the West offense found something a little bit on that last drive.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the big play, the trick play, kind of the misdirection to set up the touchdown or to go into the end zone for the touchdown. But even prior to the big play, they found a little bit of action with Louis Hamilton. The offensive line was able to get going.
Well, and they were driving the ball to end that first half, too. As Hamilton here with the carry, trying that left side, and he'll pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards.
And that's exactly where you want to be. Stay ahead of those chains. You get 4 or 5 yards on first down, you feel great. It's Louis Hamilton starting to find a little momentum. Man, and he is quick when he gets the ball.
Yeah, he is.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me a little bit of Faleti Yongi at Orem last
that's a
year.
good call.
Kind of that shiftiness.
Very versatile,
Yeah.
right? Can
Yeah.
catch it, can run it. I like that.
And Yongi was kind of the engine that made that Orem offense go, and it feels like Louis Hamilton. A lot of similarities there.
Lopati, he's got room. Scanning, finding underneath. That's caught. It's Dixon with another grab and a first down across midfield.
Now, we mentioned Derenchik Dixon earlier, that somebody else has got to step up. Dixon has been that guy on 2 consecutive drives that has a big play to move the chains. This West offense starting to find themselves a little bit, little momentum.
They'll run. Hamilton, quick burst to the outside. Couple jab steps to free up a lane, and Louis picking up 6 on the run.
Once again, stay ahead of the chains on first down. This is almost the exact scenario where we saw the trick play a drive ago. And when you're ahead of the chains, really opens things up for Coach Solovey.
Kind of feels like first time we're seeing some rhythm as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, those
kind
consecutive
of
plays that we talk about. Stack those good plays up. West has looked a lot better in the second half.
This is a team that's got 5A title aspirations, and you talk about a year where Timpview's not as strong as they've been in the past. Brighton graduated a ton of guys. Kind of feels like Fremont, West, Orem, all very strong contenders this year. As Lopati, he's looking deep, has a man into the end zone. That knocked away. Big play made late by that AF secondary. Derek Manning just able to knock it away from Monson Vainuku.
A great play by Manning to stay with the ball. When those long plays and those broken down plays kind of turn into that scramble drill, that's the toughest place to be as a defensive back. Fantastic job by Manning to stay with his guy, find the ball, track it well, avoid contact and any late flags, and then break up that play.
I like the idea going for it there on the third and long, or the second and long, or second and medium, sorry. It's been a night, Jeff.
It has. And there's a lot of things, you know.
There's a lot going on.
It's week 3.
I know. Lopati to throw, a little screen set up, nowhere to go. Read beautifully there by this defense. Preston Fairbanks coming up to make the stop for American Fork.
It's kind of that no man's land a little bit, Dane. I don't know what you do here on 4th and about 6.
I think you go for it. Your defense played well this second half, right?
I agree with you. Seems like Coach Solovey does as well.
We text. I mean, he and I, we get each other.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
But if this doesn't work, it wasn't my idea. 4th down. Pressure coming here from American Fork. Lopati rolling to his right, running out of time. Oh, look at this is where athleticism comes in handy. He'll dump it off. Hamilton has it. First down and more for West. Louis Hamilton inside the 30. Now cutting across. He's got help. Hamilton brought down at the 13-yard line, and what looked like a play that was going to go nowhere ends up in a 30-plus yard gain and a first down.
You know, when you have Camden Lopati, you have Louis Hamilton, every play call is the right play. Even though the play breaks down, when you have playmakers that can do that, that might be a helmet sticker moment, that play, to evade that pressure, Dane, find the outlet. What a big play on fourth down.
Well, great job by Louis Hamilton recognizing, hey, time for me to get out, create something. He does. First and 10 here from the 13, my apologies. Kept here by Lopati. And Camden brought down behind the line. Good track there by Fairbanks again, I believe.
And Lincoln Miller on the tackle. Just had the big tackle on the broken down play. You know, that's the one element we haven't seen West get going. They're trying to, but that Camden Lopati run game, American Fork, rather, has done a good job of keeping a spy, keeping somebody on Lopati, so he can't get loose as the quarterback.
Boy, now West taking a timeout here. Their second of the half. Going to take it with 3:13 to go in our third quarter. Timeout. West driving, trying to take the lead here on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Out of this timeout, West with just the one timeout left. They're looking to take their first lead of the game here.
In a tough place, you don't want to use your timeouts here, but this is such a huge moment in this
drive,
game.
yeah.
You have to appreciate Coach Solovey here, like saying, hey, no, we got to get this right. It's 2nd and 11. We can't let these opportunities go.
Yeah. Don't know how many more of these you'll get. Both defenses have been tight tonight. Lopati looking downfield, has a man over the middle, and it is incomplete. Boy, had Long wide open over the middle and just left it a touch short.
Just a little bit short. King Long unable to stop his momentum and come down with that one in the end zone. I think that's a throw Lopati would like to have back. Be able to put a little bit more air in that one. Those are tough throws on the run. It looks so easy. It's so easy when you're playing Madden. That's a tough throw on the run.
Yep. So 3rd and 11 here for West. That play clock ticking away, down to 10. Down to 4. They got to hurry here. Just gets it away, or does he not? No, the back judge. And we got places to be.
Oh, man.
Throwing that flag. It was close, but a delay called here.
Well, remember that thing that we talked about that we said if it wasn't going to come up to play?
I do remember that thing. Yeah.
This feels like one of those moments we might want to remember that. The missed BAT. I mean, this is a moment you almost have to put it in the end zone given the way this game has gone.
Well, right now you're looking at what would be, a 37-yard field goal?
Yeah, that's nothing automatic.
Third and 16. Lopati looking over the middle for Long, incomplete, and boy, that's a dangerous throw. Corbin Bowerly, the safety, was lining up to try to jar that loose, and Long thought better of it, incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Corbin Bowerly, the leading tackler for American Fork coming in, he's a physical safety back there. That's not the guy you want to see barreling down on you over the middle. Looks like West's going to go for it. I mean, you mentioned it, Dane, 36, 37-yard field goal.
All right, folks, 4th down for the Panthers.
Yeah, the West Panthers offense on the field here. Got to get inside the 4. AF brings pressure from the edge. Lopati trying to find room. Is he able to escape just for a moment? But he'll go down. American Fork gets the 4th down stop. How about the red zone defense we've seen tonight from both teams, Jeff?
Yeah, both sides of the ball have played great when the field has got short. Right there, it's Andrew Aaron, number 21, and the number 55. Feels like we've been calling the name Mitt Palmer all night long. They get into the backfield. They're able to bring Lopati down. And kind of the, again, hidden yards of the game. Not only do they get the sack, that sack of 10 yards really, pretty good field position here for AF as well.
And to answer your question, it will be Childs on this drive, so that kneel down at the end of the half does not count as a drive.
We
Jeff.
wondered. It was
Sorry.
an important question.
Yeah. Childs will look to throw on first down, trying there deep, and looking for Taisi. That's incomplete.
You know, I think that was the first time, at least that I was paying attention, that I saw double coverage against Cash Taisi. It's been really guys on an island against Cash, but right there, as you dial up that long pass play to him, that's where the bracket coverage comes in. Great defensive play call.
And this is where this West defense been frustrating tonight. They haven't been able to really take the top off, and yet they're fitting 7 guys in the box every run play. It's been a tough defense to crack for American Fork tonight. Play action, Childs. He's trying to escape. Trying to get a little screen away there. There's a flag coming in here after the play. Now a late one going to come in as well, as that pass was intended for Christian Hanshaw.
I think that Hanshaw might have snuck across the line of scrimmage, and you had some offensive linemen who were downfield. I don't know if the ref saw something else there, but this one might be an ineligible receiver.
There's one flag 3 yards down, and there's one flag right at the line. Look at you, Jeff.
Hey. I think they call this maturing. I was going to say something there, but I didn't.
Look at you, just growing up. Man,
right before our eyes.
So proud. West will decline that penalty. I don't mind that.
I don't either.
Right, it's a 3rd and 10. You're going
to
to force them to pass it here.
Oh, and it says to your defenders, hey, I trust you.
Yes.
Let's play.
Well, the way they've played tonight, they should trust him.
Absolutely.
Do you give it here to Prince just because you can? They will not. Childs looking for Taisi, incomplete. And we talked about that matchup early, Jeff. Darius Watson has really gotten stronger as this game has gone on.
Yeah, I mean, Darius Watson, Justice Reed, those 2 corners have been on islands all night long. It's been fantastic defense. And what a huge stop after the disappointing turnover on downs for West to come out and force a quick 3 and out, get that offense that had so much momentum, get them right back on the field. That's a huge win for the Panther defense.
This kick, that's blocked. Great pursuit off the edge there by West. Kicked it into one of the defenders, and West will have a short field.
Well, they took a roundabout way to get there, but really, first down from the 20, right where West had it.
Right where they had it. They just lost about a minute and a half or so.
Yeah. It's another play right there, Dan, that we're probably going to consider for a Tap Bank helmet sticker. Huge momentum swing on the block punt.
Especially if West can capitalize.
Absolutely.
Right, we talked about some of the early turnovers that West wasn't able to capitalize on. If they can capitalize off this one, take a lead, boy, this game would have swung in a major, major way.
Do you go for the end zone on first down?
Yep. No, I give it to Louis Hamilton. Not a bad decision. He'll pick up 7.
You're seeing the West offensive line play with a little bit of swagger on this drive. I mean, that was Louis Hamilton obviously keeping his legs going, but that West offensive line just keeps driving and driving.
They had stopped the clock there, so we're just letting our clock kind of catch up here. They'll give back to Louis on a 2nd down run. And Dallin Offu there to stand him up. He's going to be close. Be short by about a half a yard here.
I gave it right back to him. Let this offensive line get some momentum. Let Louis Hamilton get going, get some confidence.
We talked early about the war of attrition, but we talked about it for the AF offense and the West defense, but in the 3rd quarter, it's been kind of flipped the script. It's been the physicality of the West offensive line that is starting to really swing this game. They will give to Hamilton, and he'll pick up the 1st.
A little bit of an interesting formation we haven't seen from West. You have Lopati under center, and Louis Hamilton in the backfield with his knee on the ground like a track star. The gun goes off, and he bursts into the line of scrimmage.
I'm just glad the center didn't fall start like, woo, what's that?
Yeah.
You know, because you don't see Lopati under center very often.
Yeah, a little surprise.
Yeah. First and goal. A high snap kind of mistimed that as Lopati tries to turn upfield and nowhere for him to go.
Big number 65, Jabian Naa on the stop, the big nose guard. Came up with some swagger of his own on that tackle. Good play by Lopati. That did look like a broken play, and for him to even get back to the line of scrimmage, that's a win for West, given where they were.
I love his maturation. We've seen him the last couple of years, and boy, you just see his confidence and his ability and the mesh of those two things. Man, he's a good player. Second down, he's looking for 6 to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, West! It's Monty Tua with the touchdown as a flag coming in here after the play. Don't think it'll change the outcome of that play, but possibly the next.
I think so. It looks like this is going to be for some sort of a celebration. I mean, big throw by Camden Lopati. The touchdown, there you go. The touchdown is good. You get in that sportsmanlike after. But there it is, off the block punt. West able to find the end zone.
And here's where that kills you. You could have gone for 2 here to make it 14-10.
Well, and given the kicking woes, you may go for 2 anyways, and that's a long 2.
Yeah, I was going to say the 18. That's a long 2-point try. But look, if you know, there's a blocked PAT earlier. Maybe you don't feel like you want to try a 35-yard field goal here. And they will not.
Remember that play we were going to remember?
Remind me, Jeff.
It feels like another time to remember those PATs. Man, I feel like Moose Bingham. I keep talking about kickers every week.
It's not a good sign, Jeff. It's not a good look on you, right? Works for Jeff or for Moose, but
it's not good for me.
They are going to go for 2. Lopati. Oh, nice route to the corner. Did he get his feet in? No, incomplete. Just ran out of real estate. It was a good throw. Was looking for Tuwala. That was awfully close, but the official there saying that heel came down out of bounds. The 2-point try is no good.
Great route by Tuwala to get open and a great ball by Lopati, but our official, he was right on top of that, and there wasn't any contact. Tuwala was so open. He's looking solely at that foot right there to make that call.
So West with their first lead of the game, 12-10, as American Fork prepares to receive this kickoff. And Jeff, one of the things that I've just been thinking about, and look, I'm not a coach. I never try to be one on TV either, but a bit surprised this American Fork pass game. It feels like everything's tried to be down the field. Haven't seen a lot of underneath routes, a lot of out routes. It just doesn't feel like they've hit some of those spots to force that defense to come up. It feels like everything's been really aggressive trying to get over the top.
Well, and I wonder how much of that is related to the looks that the West defense is giving them, where they're bringing so much pressure off the edge. And it's not just pressure from their down linemen, it's the linebackers coming up from those blitzes. They're there to make those big, you see those like broken screen plays, and you have 2 quarterbacks. They're there on the edge. I wonder if that's scaring a couple of quarterbacks. I don't know, because I'm with you. Some of that underneath action, some of those quick outs. Haven't seen a lot of that in the passing game yet.
Yeah, even mesh concepts, like just stuff underneath, right? Been a lot of aggressive throws, but West DB's like, we're just dropping.
Yeah.
Right? You're not going to beat us with speed. Another squib here will set up a return from the 18. As this is Lamborn. Lamborn with a nice return. Able to get this up near the 35.
That's the under Hamilton with the tackle.
So I think this would be the turn of Capona Manuela. Responsible for the 2 drives with points tonight. And see if he can lead this offense back to retake the lead here.
Good call. Here's Capoto.
On first down, it will be Prince. Ahead for a couple of yards.
That's where you've got to give West credit. The adjustment they made at halftime, whether it would be an adjustment, whether it just have been a stern talking to, they've done a much better job at first contact on Prince Alpha.
Through 3, the Panthers take the lead into the 4th. American Fork looking for some magic on the road. We'll be back 4th quarter after this.
With a TabSpend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. TabSpend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Start of the 4th quarter. 2nd and 6 here for American Fork. Manuela. No play action. He's going to try to go deep for Dean. Nearly made the grab, but incomplete. And a flag coming in here back near the line of scrimmage.
I don't know which way this is going to go. There were some extracurriculars.
Ineligible.
Boy, you don't see that very often. The way, as quick as that ball got out, that wasn't, an RPO where a run blocker and, it takes a long time for that play to develop. That was a true pass play.
Yeah, so they'll back him up here. Be 2nd and, we'll call it 12. When this AF offense that moved the ball so well in that first half just can't get the ground game going and everything else kind of stymied right now.
I think that's the biggest difference is West is doing a much better job of wrapping up on Prince Afu.
Manuela trying to buy time. Getting everything down the field. This throw, Taisi with the grab at the 50. Had to come back for that one. And, Jeff, that's some of what we're talking about, right? You got guys, again, 34 yards down the field that the intermediary, and Cash able to kind of stop, come back, help out his quarterback.
Yeah, a great catch by Cash. Really great job by Manuela to evade that pressure and make a really strong throw on the run into traffic. And that was an impressive throw. I think that was his best throw of the night.
Yeah. So first down there for American Fork. Able to dig out of being behind schedule. Play action, looking for Taisi. He's got some separation, incomplete. And that time a flag will come in as it was Watson there in coverage. But I think Taisi kind of the stuttering step, kind of on and off. And there's a flag back here at the line of scrimmage as well. Multiple flags on this play.
Good to see Cash get back up. He stayed down a little bit, catch his breath after that play. Now, got to sort this out.
Yeah, I think this is going to be offsetting.
The refs have to do some reffing. And I don't mean that in a negative sense. There's a lot to ref through right here.
There's a lot to ref through right here.
We got to do some reffing.
Yeah, so there's the pass. Oh, they call it on the offense.
Oh, wow.
There's a flag at the line of scrimmage. There's no call for that one. They just called the offensive pass interference. I'm kind of surprised, Jeff. I'm going to say this facetiously. I didn't know that was still a penalty.
I honestly didn't either. I'm a little surprised myself.
That is a kicker if you're an AF fan.
Yeah, that's huge. There was a lot of contact, but you rarely see that go against the offense. Especially on an underthrown ball like that where the wide receiver's got to come back to it.
That's where I thought they were going to call the defense because it was kind of the step out, step back in.
Right.
But they do call it offensive. So it'll be 1st and 25 here for American Fork. Manuela, little screen, that caught by Dean. Dean would get ahead, has...
Still going.
Yeah, still going. He's got about 10 yards there on that reception. Haven't seen a lot of screens from AF tonight.
No, you haven't. There's that short passing game. And, hey, look, there's not a lot of great play calls on 1st and 25. You never want to be in 2nd and 14, but, hey, that's as good of a play call as you're going to get on 1st and 25.
Yep.
This is a big down for the West defense. You want to keep American Fork in that 3rd and really long, that 3rd and obvious passing situation.
Good pocket over the middle. Has Dean just a couple yards in front of him. Boy, he was open. He had that inside angle, Jeff, and that ball just overthrown by 3 yards.
Yep, just a tough throw, one that Manuela's going to want back. Once again, you see this West secondary. They're leaving these corners on islands, letting them play one-on-one. And now you've got a 3rd and long like this. I think you're going to see that pass rush come.
Both of these American Fork quarterbacks coming into the game tonight were both over 55% passing completion percentage. Yeah. They've not been close to that tonight.
Right.
It just has not been able to get on the same page with their receivers. And here is that 3rd and long, Jeff, in the home side, trying to make some noise for their defense.
We haven't called the name TK Savory a ton tonight. This is where he tends to shine.
Manuela running out of space. He's got a little time now. Going to look for Taisi. Has him. Intercepted. Picked off. What a recovery by Jackson Tawala as a penalty flag coming in here late, but I think the interception will stand.
Yeah, the interception will. There was a little bit of taunting after, so that's going to back West a little bit. Hey, look, I don't want to pat myself on the back. My guy TK didn't come through with the sack on that one.
Good job, Jeff.
TK forces the pressure. I appreciate that. TK forces the pressure, long throw downfield. Tawala's right in the right spot to pick that off. But it was that pressure forcing that bad throw that made the difference, and then you got your safety.
Taisi had separation. He had a step there. That ball just a touch underthrown, allowed Tawala to come back, and it was a great job by Jackson. Transferred here 2 years ago, and he's made a couple of big plays tonight. The touchdown and there the interception. And Jeff, dare I ask, could that be a helmet sticker kind of performance for that young man?
That could be. That's a big-time play. When you put together a couple of big-time plays like that, it's going to be hard to ignore that come helmet sticker time.
We'll see. Jeff will select our helmet sticker award winner at the end of the contest tonight. Official does come over, having a prolonged conversation here with the bench of West. Looks like...
I can't remember, Dane. Is there a rule on a number of unsportsmanlike?
I think it's 2. And we have had a couple tonight, but we haven't always known that the number or player, so I'm wondering if this is that's number 2. I don't know.
Still sorting through this one.
That is his second. He's complete. So Jackson Tawala, having picked up his second unsportsmanlike, he is now out for the remainder of the game.
And that's tough. He's played so well. That's going to really hurt. Having him in the back end of your defense has really paid off for West tonight. He's been in the right spot a couple of different times. That's a big absence for this West defense.
It's a heck of a pick.
Heck of a play.
Make the interception and let your team get back out on the field. So West will start at their own 11-yard line with a lead here. And there's that running game. How about Louis Hamilton? Boy, he's carrying a load on a first down run.
God, when you think of Louis Hamilton, you think of that finesse. You think of his ability to evade tackles. Right there, he lowers the shoulder and he invites the contact.
He doesn't look like a power back, but he was not shy on that run. They'll give back to Louis. Nice hole at that left side as a flag coming in, and that looks like the officials there deeming that hole on the left side of the line probably illegal.
A second flag comes in late. And there might be another unsportsmanlike coming. Do got to say, we got a great view of that flag coming in. The arm strength.
I'll
from
tell you
that
what,
official.
he had to be a pitcher
Yeah.
because that was on a rope,
rope.
right? Oh, yeah, you're right, Jeff. Personal foul here. So there's a hold on West. Okay, I feel better. The personal foul on American Fork will offset it. Because you're like 12 for 12 tonight on flags. I'm like 0 for 7. I don't mean that as though like I'm cheering for AF. I've not been good at diagnosing flags tonight.
No, well, you're certainly not cheering for AF. Maybe cheering for officials a little bit. You're cheering for the flags.
I always cheer for officials.
Right. Somebody has to.
Go Zebras.
Somebody has to. It's a tough job.
It is a tough job. That's why I don't do it. It'll be second and short here after the offsetting penalties. We'll replay. Hamilton. Boy, look at him keep those legs going. He's got the first. Louis, second time's a charm.
And it's the second time we've seen that formation with Lopati under center. And you put Louis Hamilton in the backfield in his track shoots.
You want to know the last time West beat American Fork?
Well, I looked at the last 5 meetings, and it wasn't them.
It wasn't those.
So it's been a while.
You want to take a guess?
I'm going to say 19.
It's a good year for you.
For me?
Yes.
1995.
No. I thought my hint would help you.
Well, the Braves won the World Series in 95. I felt pretty good.
We'll get back to that. Oh, fumble here. Lopati able to pick it up. He'll go down behind the line of scrimmage. I thought it was actually a pretty decent hint, Jeff.
A good year for me.
Yeah.
Then, is the next year 07?
Nope.
I don't have that many good years, man. I'm running out of good years.
Well, I don't know when your presence graced this planet. So in fairness,
we'll go 1989.
No.
Ah, shoot. Well, this hint really didn't pay off.
1984.
Oh.
The last time that West beat American Fork. Now again, they've only played 9 times, but it's been a while, Jeff. I was 2.
That has been a while.
Long time. They'll run, and AF all over that one. Great burst. Getting into the backfield there by Andrew Aaron. He's made some big plays defensively for American Fork tonight.
Yeah, he's made some really big plays, and that's a huge one. That's a big loss of about 5 yards. Sets up a third and, third and 17, third and 18. This is a long third down. If you want to get back into this game, you got to get this stop here and set your offense up with good field position.
And if you're AF, you don't want to give up too many yards because right now you have a chance of catching this punt around midfield.
Absolutely.
Right? But you got to get the stop here. It's 3rd and 17. Lopati got some room. He's now going to step up. No, staying behind the line of scrimmage. Now he'll step ahead. And a good run there by Lopati. In contact there on the other side of the line. No flag coming. Will bring up the 4th down.
Well, you don't get the first down there if you're Lopati, but to your point, Dane, you do gain enough that if you do bring on the punter, and here they come, you at least have a chance to flip this field a little bit more after the gain of about 15 yards or 12 yards on 3rd down.
And like the punts have been a little, we haven't seen a ton of punts tonight. The one we saw earlier was tough to field.
Yep.
Almost ended up in the hands of West.
Yep.
This is one where you want to make sure you execute really well if you're Damian Wilkinson.
And you've seen some, not snap problems, but some snap almost problems.
Yeah. And we've got, a timeout taken. 6:48 left, and West has to take their last timeout as that play clock was approaching 0. They are out of timeouts.
That's tough. That's a tough spot to lose that last time.
That is very tough. We'll take a moment. Let's stay here, Jeff, because you like to go into kind of local trivia. I don't know if you are prepared for this, but local eateries here of West?
Well, I am a little bit prepared. Because there's a Crown Burger down the road.
Yeah, that's the easy
place
answer.
that nobody's talked about. But I was a little disappointed because there's a place, where are we? A block west of here.
Okay.
Black Crab.
Okay.
But according to the Google machine, it's temporarily closed.
That's a bummer.
So I was a little bummed about that because Black Crab is a phenomenal little local restaurant. It's a good lunch place, sandwiches, some lighter dishes. It was fantastic.
Can I give you a new place downtown?
I'm ready.
7 Brothers.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah.
burger place.
Not bad.
Fantastic.
Their fries are pretty good too.
Yeah. That's there's a Lone Peak connection there.
Oh, I didn't know that. The snap a little low. Caught, kicks away. Fair catch signaled for here and taken at the 46. So good field position here for Manuela and the offense. Can American Fork get it going again?
To me, it starts with number 10. You've got to find a way. He was the heartbeat of that offense. In the
But I
first
think
half.
it's got to start with the O-line because
Yeah.
he is getting gang tackled earlier. So you got to get guys into that second level.
Yeah.
Eat up some of those linebackers. See if they can do it. But I think this is kind of a first down run here with Afu and see if you can't line that up. West maybe spread out here a little bit defensively. This is one of the lighter boxes we've seen tonight. Manuela to throw. That screen high, intended for Dean, incomplete.
I mean, the big adjustment that we're going to have to see here from West, and he played fantastic right there. Tui Lapuaho comes in for Jackson Tawala at that safety spot. Tawala, of course, comes up with that big interception. He's now picks up an unsportsmanlike, so he's not in the game. Number 11, they went right at him on that first drive, just a sophomore.
I like the play call there. You try to get a couple yards on a first down. Instead, it's 2nd and 10 here. They will run. Apu able to pick up good 4 yards.
Yeah, get yourself into third and manageable here, right at midfield at this point in the game with, about 6.5 minutes left to play. I mean, it's probably 4-down territory.
And 6 for the Cavemen.
Kind of a tough situation here, not being able to find a lot of success through the air. 3rd and 6. Dean in motion. Designed run. Manuela trying to get outside. He's got room. First down and more. Capono will run out of bounds at the 32-yard line. There's the first down American Fork needed.
Great play call by American Fork, the designed quarterback run. On that third and 6, everyone was looking past when it didn't go to Afu. Quarterback draw goes for a big play.
I like that play call. When we talk about everyone looking at Apu, difficulties through the air, you've got your athletic quarterback in there right now. Let him pick it up. Manuela's run the ball well tonight.
Yeah, he has really well, really quick.
First down, they'll look to Prince. Prince, there's a seam. Up ahead, gain of 8 for Prince Afu.
And that's the Prince that we saw all along in the first half. He picks up 7-8 yards on first down. And that's what makes AF really hard to defend is when they're in these second and shorts because they can go anywhere.
Yes, they can. Would not be surprised to see them potentially take a shot here. I mean, a shot, you're only 25 yards, but you got an opportunity to potentially look end zone here if you want it.
You're going to have Cash in one-on-one coverage again.
They'll run. Apu stood up at the line. Not a lot of room there.
Isa Lopati, number 42, comes in, gets the tackle. Number 14, TK Savory, was in there as well. That might be the first time that we've seen Prince Afu stop behind the line of scrimmage tonight. Great job by the West front.
Lopati's had a great game defensively.
Yeah, he came into the game with 3.5 sacks. He's been in the backfield a ton. You expect him to come up big in these kinds of moments here.
Big 3rd and 3 for American Fork. Broadbent the back. Manuela going to take it himself. He's got the first down as he takes it to the 20. That will move the sticks for the Cavemen.
A great play call once again. Manuela has run the ball so well all night long. Keep letting him run. We're getting to that spot, Dane, here at about 4 minutes left. West doesn't have any timeouts. American Fork's not in any hurry right now.
Nope, none at all. And a field goal wins it.
Something about a play that we're supposed to remember.
There's a couple of them now. Oh, hold up that left lane. Afu inside the 5. Touchdown, American Fork. Just like Novocaine. Give it time, and it works. Afu with a 20-yard touchdown run to give American Fork back the lead.
The West defense has done so well in the second half of bringing Afu down at that first contact point. But here, he breaks that tackle. He goes 20 yards upfield for the huge score. I mean, you're right. That's the Prince Afu we saw for the first 2 quarters of this game that just runs so physical, so hard to bring down. Seems like a fitting end to that drive. The Prince is the one who brings it into the end zone.
We've got an injury timeout, not the sight you want to see if you're West. Justice Reed is down on that far side of the field. We will step aside, be back. AF with the point after try coming up when we come back. Welcome back. You can see on your screen Justice Reed walking off the field. Certainly feeling some pain there. Hope he'll be all right. American Fork leading here by 4. Offense staying on the field, trying to go up here by 6. Tight formation.
Haven't seen this formation.
No. Manuela rolling to his right. He's got room. He'll take it in. 2-point try is good for Capono Manuela. And it is 18-12, the advantage for the visitors from American Fork.
That 2-point conversion, given the difficulties that West has had with the PAT game, that 2-point conversion is big. You know, if West drives down, they score a touchdown here, and it's 18-18. That PAT is not guaranteed tonight.
That is correct. Man, I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of stunned, Jeff. These two teams last year, they threw for combined over 600 yards.
Yeah. The defenses have played
The defense
really,
has been
really
great
well
tonight.
Well, and you have 2 running backs as well, and Prince Afu and Louis Hamilton. You've got wide receivers, you've got good quarterback play, but you've got studs at running back, and that's really been the bread and butter of both of these offenses tonight, is to get that ground game going.
I'm real interested to see Camden Lopati. You come out, 4-minute offense, no timeouts. Got to get your team down the field. Usually AF is sending these kicks into the end zone. They do so again here. You got to go 80 yards. And young man, D1 commit, University of Illinois. This is the moments, man.
This is a big moment. We've seen Camden Lopati grow up these last couple of years.
Yep.
This is that kind of moment where you expect your star quarterback to have a star performance.
This kickoff is into the end zone. So it will be 80 yards to go for Camden Lopati and this West High offense.
3 minutes and 54 seconds here on the stadium clock. It is. It's the storybook. You break out your 4-minute offense. You got no timeouts. Big home game. This is what quarterbacks dream of, is this situation.
West's schedule after this, they go to Hunter and Kearns and Hillcrest. I mean, this is really like one of the last tests for this group.
Yeah. It's a big moment in this game.
They will run on first down. Hamilton bounced off the first would-be tackler, able to take it ahead. Oh, just spot him back. Just a gain of 2 there for Louis.
Great job by the AF defense, just swarming to the ball. Louis Hamilton's a load to bring down, but Mitt Palmer, he's been there all day long, number 55.
Love his look as a linebacker. We
Yeah.
talked about it earlier. Second down, that clock ticking. Quick throw, catch, first down. That's a quick little route there for Dixon.
You know, Dixon, Louis Hamilton's the go-to guy for Camden Lopati, but Derendrick Dixon has been that go-to guy at moments. He's had a couple of big plays. I think every catch he's had, he's moved the chains.
That clock running again. Inside 3. Hamilton looking right side, lowers his shoulder. Hard collision.
There's our guy again,
Yep.
Mitt Palmer.
Old 55.
Seems like every time there's a tackle to be made, 55 is involved somehow.
And again, AF still just that 3-3-5. I mean, it's. Oh, we've got an injured West player here. Is that Louis?
I think that's Louis.
We talked about that collision. I mean, he lowered his pads, and it was Mitt Palmer.
Maybe some cramps.
Yeah, looks like. Certainly hope that's the case.
Yeah.
Very talented player for West. Looks like they're just trying to stretch him out. We'll want to remind you, join us on KSLSports.com every week. Jeff Hansen, myself, we've got content videos. We'll catch up on our 5 burning questions. We'll do our best of series. We've got our picks video. Pick better than Jeff and myself. We'll give you a shout out because Jeff.
We struggle. I haven't looked at what this week's results are, but
I'm kind of afraid to look.
Last week was, I think the technical word for it is bad, I think is what they say.
Hey, look, it's all about perspective. We would have been great as baseball players,
Yeah.
Jeff. We would have been great as baseball players. But, of course, we bring you games every week on KSLSports.com. No one brings you more high school action than KSL Sports Rewind. And certainly grateful for all of our partners, including Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend debit account.
It's a big deal.
Don't pay to bank, get paid to bank at Tab Bank.
It's a great account for, this is high school sports. If you're a student, great checking account, not have to pay any fees.
Yeah, this taking a little longer. This does not look to be cramped. So we're going to step aside here, take a quick break. There we go. Louis being worked up now. It's good. I was getting a little nervous.
We just needed to talk about it a little bit, and then we were okay. One of those situations, Dane, where as soon as you made a decision, it was going to be all right.
Well, most of the time my life doesn't go that way.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as I make the decision, that was clearly the wrong choice. Actually, that did play out,
Yeah,
right?
so it played out.
We're going to go to a break. And
Right on script?
Yeah, he gets up. So
I've been there.
I hope he's okay. He's a big piece of this West offense. Very electric player. Absolute blast to watch. On second down, Lopati here trying to get outside, and that ball came out. That is a loose ball. Is American Fork on it? They say they are. Officials umpiring here, still no indication of who has the football. I thought he might have been down. It is American Fork football. Jabian Na'a comes up with it for the Cavemen.
Wow, Camden Lopati, the ball gets stripped. From my angle, it looked as he was coming down, he fell on top of the American Fork defender, so he never actually hits the ground. Then that ball comes out, and there's Na'a with the big fumble recovery. And remember, West doesn't have any timeouts.
Yes, no timeouts, 2:27 to go. They've got to get a stop. Now, this is going to be the interesting thing. How's American Fork moved the football? It's been Manuela. This would be a child's drive. Game on the line. It's 18 coming in here, and his athleticism, which was the difference in that last drive, going to try to close this one out for the 6A American Fork Cavemen.
No, and if you're American Fork right now, you're really looking at 1 first down. Given where the clock is with 2:27 left on the clock, 1 first down, you're starting to feel pretty darn good if you're a Caveman fan.
That's the 5th turnover in the game tonight.
Man.
The second by West. 3 of them by American Fork, as this is Afu on the ground. Boy, such a luxury as he's ahead for a gain of 6.
Now, right where you want to be for American Fork. Again, it's really 1 first down, and then this gets really, really tough.
And that play clock's still 20 seconds to go. There's 2 minutes on the game clock. Again, this is draw it out. I mean, you're right, Jeff.
Starting to do some math.
You get 1 at this point, and the math is going to math. I'm trying to play off of your officials going to.
Yeah. Well, I think you can turn anything into a verb if you try hard
They're going to. Speaking of, they're going to take a timeout. They'll time out the timeout here.
There we go.
With 1:41 left, American Fork on the cusp of improving to 3-0 to start the year. Timeout. Cavemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. 1:41 left. Folks, we appreciate your patience with the clock tonight. That has been its own challenge. Second down. West showing pressure. Prince, he's got the first down and more. Afu will go down at the 20. A flag back here behind the run. And
that's hold territory.
It is hold territory, and this would be a game changer, and it looks like that will be the call. Oh, block in the back.
Man, that's tough. I can't remember. Is a block in the back a spot foul or from the previous spot? Looks like it's from the previous spot.
Yeah. Boy, so you had the game locked up. And the penalty now will give new life to this West defense.
Still, if you're Coach Beam, you're playing math here. I don't see any other scenario but hand the ball to Prince Afu.
Yeah, you can almost get out of this game right now.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got to have a couple of long plays here to do it. Second down. I think it's going to 10. And Afu up the middle, no room. But that will get that clock running again.
You're close. There's about a...
You've got about 5 seconds you've got to deal with.
Yep.
Now, what you can do is throw the ball on a fourth down and just get it near a receiver so you don't get a grounding.
Right.
But there's a play to be had before that.
And if you're a West defender now, you are selling out on trying to strip that football, force a fumble.
Manuela here, no rush. 10 seconds on the play clock. Now he'll get under center. He knows when he's got to snap this. A little hard count. Boy, movement on the near side. The false start will back him up. They took most of the time off anyway.
Yeah, effectively a late timeout there.
Yep, essentially.
You never want a false start penalty, but if you're going to have one.
Biggest thing here is just get that clock running again for American Fork. Ball control, stay in play. Those two things, if you're a Caveman, if you're West, you're punching, you're ripping, anything to jar that ball loose on a 3rd and 18. Manuela will give to Afu. Afu makes one man miss. Back to the original line of scrimmage, takes it to the 40, and that clock is perfectly aligned. Actually, the game clock's ahead. They do not have to run another play. We talked about they needed to buy a little bit extra time. Prince Afu did it with a 10-yard run. And American Fork, boy, how about the resolve of this group? They got off to an early lead. Oh, and Afu here has got to be helped off. Boy, that's not what you want to see if you're American Fork. But he has gutted them to a win here on the road, Jeff. Impressive performance tonight, really by both teams, but by AF to find a way to close this game out.
Yeah, both of these teams played really hard tonight. Both defenses really impressed me. We talked so much about each offense coming into this game, Dane, and it's the defenses. I mean, it's an 18-12 final score. Great defensive football on both sides of the ball.
Jeff, you got a helmet sticker winner for us tonight? Tab helmet sticker?
Well, I think Prince Afu obviously deserves one. But I want to give it to another guy that we've talked about quite a bit. Number 55. The defense has played so well in this one. Mitt Palmer, the middle of that American Fork defense. Maybe it's the face mask, the full cage face mask that has me in love with the way he plays the game. But I thought he was everywhere for the American Fork defense. And he kind of embodies the team defensive performance. I think number 55 represented that really well.
Had a great game tonight. Both defenses played great. The turnovers, the difference, the late one gave AF back the ball, and Prince Afu had a big run in that first half. Scores the 20-yard touchdown run that is the game winner, and then the play to seal it. American Fork defeats West 18-12 in a defensive battle as the Cavemen improve to 3-0. For Austin Bigelow, Jeff Hansen, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you so much for joining us here on American Fork Football on the Rewind Sports Network. Reminder, you can catch our games of the week every week on KSLSports.com, and we'll have fresh content every day as well. Follow us on social media at KSL Sports Rewind or join us on KSLSports.com. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.